What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun Meehan, and joining me, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. Ciara Lawler.
Hello, Shaun. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Connor. Well, actually, I tell a lie, actually.
No, you're not.
I'm in bits. Quite frankly, I'm absolutely in bits. I still have COVID.
Yeah.
If anyone didn't listen to Weird News this week, didn't get over it in the 2 days.
I thought you'd walk it in 2 days.
Quite frankly, I had made a bunch of appointments to see a bunch of elderly people, and I had to cancel every single one of them.
You were ringing all the old folks home. I'll have to take it next week, lads. Can't do Friday anymore.
It just doesn't work for me or for you, presumably. So you had the very generous idea, Connor, is that you said to me on Wednesday, look, Shaun, for Hero or Zero, just pick an easy one this round.
Yeah,
like, don't.
Look, we'll call this the COVID episode, right? You get free rein. You get to pick someone. They can be as shit as you want, and we cover them. So this is Hero or Zero. This is your first episode. Every single week, we choose one comic book character, and we give you the good points and the bad points, and we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters. Shaun normally chooses Marvel characters. Some would say, Shaun, why did I make you do the episode at all?
Well,
I should be taken. Now that's the rumours I'm hearing.
Look, I have been saying that to all of my loved ones, and they agree with me.
But look, I was like of the opinion, but wouldn't it be funny? So you also have to factor that in.
We'll just make Shaun struggle through this report, and so I'll be honest, listeners. It's not the best report I've ever done. I'll say that straight out, but I think it's funny. So
that's a worse promise to make.
So, oh God, oh no, okay, no.
By the way, if anyone thinks I'm a bastard, we genuinely did talk about it. I just want to make that clear.
Oh yeah, it was a two-way discussion.
It's not like a slavery thing.
Not at all. Slaves get paid. No, they don't actually. That's
literally the one thing.
Opposite. Okay. Anyway, Connor, my Hero or Zero this week is on Frogman.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair enough. And I'm not even going to insult you this week because, of the circumstances.
I've insulted myself enough, that's true.
Yeah.
Frogman is also known as Eugene Patillo.
I thought you were going to say potato there. And I thought,
no.
The man has struggled enough.
But Eugene's, if you want to talk about struggle, Connor, Eugene's father, Vincent Patillo, was an inventor who never created anything successful.
Sorry, then what is his job title really then?
Inventor.
Easy.
You can invent mistakes. Look at Thomas Edison.
Eugene.
Oh, God. Well, Eugene's mother, Rosie, was the breadwinner in the family, and her salary kept them afloat financially until she died of cancer.
Oh, no.
Vincent barely earned enough from his inventions to pay the rent for his and Eugene's home. And so Eugene had to get his own job while he was still in school. Oh. So, and this is how the official Marvel Wiki describes it, is that Eugene worked his tail off after school and so had less time for studying.
It just okay, I can kind of see where this is going, but ironically, Shaun, if he studied more, he could get a different job.
He could have had so many more opportunities, but he had to financially help his family. It's it's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle.
I'm glad comic books are fiction, though.
That doesn't happen to anyone else.
Vincent.
We live in a society.
We do live in a Squid Game. Vincent eventually, this is the dad, he devised electrically powered coils. And so electrical springs, essentially.
I genuinely have to admit, by the way, that when you said an inventor who was bad, I assumed it was Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses. That was what I was picturing.
If you want to imagine this man as Del Boy, I will allow that.
But then you also said he then came up with like electromagnetized coils, and I was like, Del Boy's not doing that on the spare time. Like.
No. But these are essentially just springs with a button to turn them on and off.
All right, don't disregard the man's inventions.
Well, look, I'm not an electrical engineer, but he fashioned these coils into a costume and embarked on an ill-fated career as the villainous Leapfrog. Okay? So...
I can see where this is going.
You see what happens here. You see, I got to set up the backstory of Leapfrog before I can do Frogman.
I mean, everyone's favourite hero, Leapfrog. Or sorry, villain. We all need to know. And then it's like a very similar to another, a goblin-esque creature.
The Hobgoblin, of course.
Of course.
So his ill-fated and short-lived career saw him end up in prison, leaving Eugene home alone, paying the rent and trying to support himself.
What age is he now? Like 6?
I think when he's introduced, right, I think he's meant to be like 15.
Okay. In my head, he was 6.
No, he's like a teenager now at this point.
That's a bit more normal.
Yeah. And so while searching through a closet in their home one day, Eugene discovered the Leapfrog suit. He took the suit to his bedroom and started wearing it. Believing that there was only one way for his father to stop being haunted by the ghost of Leapfrog.
Surely, I'm rubbing my temples as I say this, surely the idea should be, I'm going to rob a bank, make enough money to get my father out of jail.
No, because what Eugene does, Connor, is he decides to adopt the costume and identity and use it as a powerful symbol for good.
Okay. Yeah, but... Okay, right.
So, here, Connor, he begins an earnest, if somewhat clumsy, battle against crime.
He just goes straight into it.
Yeah.
What's the suit's powers?
He can jump... And look, I'm going to spoil the powers and abilities because it's one sentence long.
Yeah.
He can jump 6 stories high. That's it. That's all he's got.
So you're saying he's got mad hops?
He's got mad hops. He's got dem hops, boy.
He's got mad hops, but at what point does that give him any advantage in, say, like a fight?
If he's fighting a regular person, he can jump high.
You still didn't really answer the question.
Well, I mean, on day one, Connor, let me just talk you through day one of Frogman being a superhero. In attempting to help Spider-Man and the Human Torch...
Oh, straight in against the A-listers. Let's go.
Eugene accidentally defeated the criminal known as Speed Demon.
I love the idea that Spider-Man and the Human Torch are in trouble, and they're like, oh wait, here's Frogman.
Here's Frogman to back us up.
Spider-Man's like, okay lads, back up, this guy's got it, he knows what he's doing.
Look how high he can jump. I mean, I have the proportional strength of a spider.
I can literally jump way higher.
But he can do it with springs. So he accidentally defeated the criminal, I think genuinely by falling into him. Kind of a deal.
Well, what are his other powers? Unless he picks him up and then leaps, but if he drops him, he kills him, then he's a killer.
That's a murder power.
Yeah, that's a murder power.
Because he wants to be a force for good.
Okay.
So greatly encouraged by this victory, Eugene rechristened himself the Fabulous Frogman, feeling that his new code name had more pizzazz than the previous one.
It does, I suppose.
So... he then goes to visit his father in prison and tell him about his exploits, right? And Vincent was proud of his son for capturing the Speed Demon because his father's like, oh, you caught a pretty good criminal there, and game recognises game. He's like, he wouldn't be hard to catch.
Fist bump.
Exactly, but the pride soon turned to disapproval as Eugene continued to serve as a superhero.
Oh.
So he's like, no, stop being a fucking hero.
So his dad is a bad dude, but he hasn't really done anything that, he's a bit of an idiot, but...
No, he can't invent for shit, and he can't be a good criminal, and he's taking that out on his son, who wants to be a frog. Life. And
that's
the thing.
Yeah, well, you're unhappy within, you then make everyone outside unhappy.
No, fuck you, that's wrong.
Indeed.
So Eugene assisted, of sorts, Captain America, and later...
when you keep saying assisted, right? I feel like the other people, you've mentioned Captain America and Spider-Man.
Yes.
I would go so far as to say they're doing 99% of the book report and he's coming in and putting the full stop in at the end going, well, that was a 50-50 job.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be finished without that full stop, Connor.
Captain America's beating off 20 lads and he's just like randomly kicking them when they're down.
He later unsuccessfully tried to join the superhero team, the Defenders.
Yeah.
And after this, Eugene was encouraged by Spider-Man to join with Toad and Spider-Kid in a team called the Misfits.
How has he never met Toad before this?
I know. Well, that's it. Well, at the time, Toad had left Magneto. He was gone from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and Spider-Man was nice to him. So Toad was like, I'm going to be your friend. And as soon as Frogman came along, Spider-Man was like, you guys should hang out. You should have your own team together.
He just keeps looking at his phone, fucking Toad ringing me again.
I need to offload this guy on someone.
I was nice to him once. Like, I was just being kind, and I was being respectful at the moment, but... I
don't want to look after him. Like
I'm not his fucking care. Like, go get your other friends. Frogman, fuck here, come here.
Come here to me. You need this. Also, Spider Kid who just follows me around. You go as well.
Spider-Man just wants a bit of peace and quiet.
Man just wants to live on his own. That's it. So they formed a group called the Misfits, but they disbanded almost immediately after.
Good stuff.
Then he was once captured by Alyosha Kravinoff, who is Kraven the Hunter's sister, and he was the way it's phrased. He was used like an ordinary animal for Kraven's hunting pleasure.
Okay. Ooh.
He was held on a boat with other animal-themed super criminals such as Rhino, Vulture, the Kangaroo, Swarm and others.
Surely the Kangaroo is him but better because he can both jump and punch
and kick. A kangaroo's got a very powerful
frogs, kick. It doesn't really have, unless he's like got a poisonous lick. Does he have a poisonous lick?
He does not have a poisonous lick, and that is question number one you should be asking there.
Just a jump. What's the difference between him and Baltrock the Leaper?
Well, Baltrock the Leaper he's the master of boxing with the feet. So he's got the fighting skills down as well.
Oh, sorry, he's also got more talents. Just leaping.
Oh yeah, he's also like good at guns and things.
Oh right, interesting. So this guy's got none of those, but still the same leaping.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So what Kraven would do on this boat, he would drug the animal-themed supervillains and fight them to prove his superiority.
I mean, Kraven is a whole host of fucked up.
He's, but also, I don't think you need to drug Frogman to beat him if you're
Frogman's
Kraven.
Looking for friends, mostly. He's just happy to be involved.
Man just wants a squad.
Fucking Toad's here. Fuck's sake.
And then he just kind of has popped up from here on. After the Superhuman Civil War, he was listed as a potential recruit for the Initiative. During Secret Invasion, Eugene was revealed to be a Skrull infiltrator.
Fuck off.
And Frogman had to join a support group for people who had been replaced by Skrulls.
Once again, literally just looking for some friends.
Yeah. Just someone to actually listen to him at the time.
And then Spider-Man sees him coming, he's got for fuck's... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
During the events of Spider Island, Frogman helped the Avengers defeat Flag Smasher again by accident.
He's helping the Avengers.
It's wild. Like, there was a whole thing, I don't know the exact story and I don't have it here, but like, Tony Stark was like... He was being monitored and he couldn't access any of his super teams or anything like that. So he had to recruit superheroes who would go under the radar. And he recruited Frogman and brought Frogman to space. And then, it was a whole weird thing. But Frogman was main line comic book story.
Sorry. Frogman. Space. What's the one thing that you can't do in space, Sean?
Jump.
Right. So what is Frogman bringing to the crew? Because once gravity leaves us, what else does he have?
It's a can-do attitude, a willingness to help out.
Bring literally anyone.
Just bring a human. Like,
Tony could have walked into the street, pointed at any random person, and said, "You come with me. You're as useful to me as Frogman is in space."
Well, you haven't heard his abilities, Connor.
Oh, sorry. What?
So now these are not related to the suit. These are just abilities that he has. So Frogman can read American Sign Language. Ooh.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's the end of the abilities. We're straight on to weaknesses.
For fuck's sake. I really thought he was going to get 2.
No. So the weaknesses. The springs in Frogman's suit make it almost impossible to stay in a straight line. He has considerable navigation problems anytime he moves.
So not only can he only jump, he's also shit at that.
He can't walk in a straight line.
He can't walk.
Can't walk.
Ironically, one of his skills wasn't walking, and I was interested why.
One of his skills wasn't a basic motor function for most superheroes. And then
so was he always just leaning to the left?
Left, right, all over. He'll just kind of pop about
nightmare.
the place.
Have you ever walked along with someone like that? It's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, and you're being driven into trees and cars and everything beside you.
Just come on.
Just come on. Just get in the pram.
Now they were a toddler.
I was going to say,
grow up and go on straight.
Learn to. I'm just dragging this child behind me.
Get a fucking job.
And then on his equipment, Leapfrog's suit. A suit equipped with electrically powered leaping coils that allow him to reach a height of 6 stories per jump. Ooh.
Right. I haven't said this, I think, ever before on a Hero Zero, but would you not think about packing it in?
Just give up.
If you looked at your suit and you couldn't actually walk straight and you never actually won a fight on purpose and nobody liked you,
right? You're being very hard on Frogman here, Connor.
But would you not just think to yourself, I'll go get a different job. There has to be a different job that he can do.
I'll go back to the inventing, maybe.
Not the event. Just go do a normal job.
Right. And
without the suit.
So you want me to not wear the suit and do it? That's just being a regular person, though. Yeah. I'm a superhero.
I really can't stress enough. I think the world would be safer.
Wow.
Without Frogman being a superhero.
But what about all those times he's accidentally saved everyone?
But I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Spider-Man and Captain America and the Avengers had it.
Right, yeah, and then Frogman just came in and, as you say, dotted the I at the end there.
If this was a soccer match, Spider-Man is Cristiano Ronaldo, who has ran around everyone on the pitch, and then just as he got to the goal line, his teammate ran up and kicked it into the back of the net and was like, yeah, that's pretty good. It was a team goal.
And then his 1 to 7 rating is very, very skewed. It's kind of higher than I feel it should be, but this is what they had on the wiki.
I'm assuming 1's across the board.
Well, he's got an intelligence of 3.
No.
Speed of 3, which I imagine is jump speed. Okay.
It's not walking speed.
Certainly not. That would be a negative.
He has to keep doubling back on himself because he keeps going the wrong way.
He's late to everything. He has a durability of 3. I guess because he can survive big jumps. Strength. You're not going to like this one. Strength of 4.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
There's no
that
way
one's
that lad's a 4.
Unless the suit gives him extra strength, but that wasn't in his abilities. I checked.
All he can do is sign language, and he can read it. It never actually says he can do it. It just says he can read it or understand.
Well, that's a strength in itself, Connor. Energy projection of 1 and fighting skills of 1. So those 2, I absolutely agree with.
Yeah, no. I think strength 2.
2 regular human strength. Yeah, 2's across the board, except definitely a 1 in fighting skills, I want to say.
Yeah, because, is the suit doing all the work there?
For the 1 point.
He hasn't actually done anything. He hasn't learned how to do anything else.
No. He's just learned, and he hasn't even learned how to jump. The suit just makes him jump.
So can he time the jumps? Or is it just always jumping?
No, he can control the jump.
Okay.
But, I can control a jump. nothing I do makes me jump 6 feet. That's all the suit. Or 6 stories, excuse me.
6 feet wouldn't actually be that impressive.
I can do 6 feet standing from a vertical, like no movement.
No,
you
can't.
do a vertical 6 foot jump.
No, you can't.
I absolutely can.
You absolutely cannot.
Not right now because of the COVID, but I can jump my own height from a standing start.
Normally I've got mad hops.
I have something of a frogman myself.
That's what they call you on the court.
Yeah, the courtroom. I'm on trial for trying to jump too high.
Not basketball. The courtroom.
Yeah, it's the only court I recognise.
Arrest that man. He's jumping too high.
He's simply too fly, Your Honour. But that's my report on Frogman, Connor.
Oh, wow. I'm really glad we all learned about Frogman. I think we can all take it into account that he probably won't appear in the MCU.
I think... probably not.
Don't you break my heart, Ricky Bobby.
But, like, come on now. I think it would be a good way to like bring in just a weird cameo. Like get George Clooney to play Frogman. That would be hilarious.
And he's just like lived with this all his life.
Yeah, he's just the whole time he's just been in the background.
But he looks like George Clooney. So
yeah,
he's so popular.
But he still has the really goofy frog costume on.
Quick, somebody help that man. George Clooney just like sipping out of a coffee and he's just like, well, I gotta go do it. Like passes all of his models as he goes walking to his suit.
And he has like the Batman suit up sequence, but it's just a frog.
Shaun, I mean, that was a very good report for a character I never want to hear of again.
Yeah, well, look, I think, Connor, you just don't understand Frogman. Also, while I've been looking, I found another wiki, and apparently he has an unknown, unrevealed mutant luck power that keeps him alive.
No, he doesn't.
Because if he wasn't, he would die immediately.
Yeah, because you would leap and then just like hit a plane. Yeah.
His weapon is his body because he's so clumsy he falls into opponents. I mean, come on.
But then he has to be, like he would die then.
Yeah, so he must just have something keeping him alive. But also, if he's that lucky, why is his mother dead and why does his father go to prison? Why is he so broke and why can't he invent anything?
Ironically, if we all had that power, he wouldn't exist.
That is true. That is true.
Do you want me to take us out, Shaun?
Yes, please, Connor.
If you liked what you hear, we have a whole bunch of these Hero Zero shows. We've covered quite a lot of DC and Marvel characters at this point, so if you have a favourite character, all you have to do is head on over to the heroesforhire.ie website. We've got a search bar there. Just search for any of them. It's much easier than Spotify and Podbean and iTunes and all their search engines, because sometimes they delete them after a certain time.
Yeah, they only have like the first 100, that kind of thing. Also, most of the episodes better than Frogman, I will say.
At least one. There's at least one better somewhere. I'm not going to tell you which one though.
But is it Terry McGinnis maybe? I don't know.
Probably not. But yeah, you can get access to all the other episodes. We also do Movie Mondays and Weird News Wednesdays, so they come out every single week. We also have a Patreon where we put up a load of extra content for movie reviews, Disney Plus show reviews, and just a whole bunch of stuff. Extra content is up there. That guy in the car, very happy to hear of it.
Honk if you're happy. I have a sign outside the window.
Honk if you're a patron, it says.
Oh, thank you, sir. Is that Waffles I see?
So yeah, you can head on over there. You get access to all that extra stuff. You can follow us on all the social medias. We're on Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook and Instagram are just Heroes for Hire Podcast. And we also have a Facebook discussion group, which is pretty much, it's good crack. It's a bit of chat about things.
Chatting about films and things like that.
But most importantly, you can just tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I have been Shaun Meighan.
And we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.